I appreciate that. So the last part that I wanted to come back to is the part that was discussed earlier about the lack of conferences or work being done on this internationally. And that often what we're seeing here in Canada and what it sounds like you're seeing there in Australia as well is that veterans are coming together and leading these conferences and doing it at that grassroots level. And of course, probably working towards having that sense of acknowledgement. So I'm just wondering if you could speak to the challenges of how do we sort of support these folks so that their voices are heard. It sounds like you've done a lot in Australia, but I'm just wondering some specific recommendations for this country and Canada and those veterans that are working so hard to be acknowledged and recognized here. Thank you.
So one of the significant steps forward that we've had here is to involve veterans groups in the co-design process that has driven the current neurocognitive health program that's being developed. That has been absolutely a side-by-side event with the Department of Veterans Affairs, Open Arms, and those advocacy groups, including people like myself. That would be a major step forward in Canada as well, to bring those individuals with their lived experience and their significant knowledge into the design process around the treatment and rehabilitation programs. That also partially validates their existence as bona fide patients and experts in their own medical right. So I think that would be a very significant step forward if that could happen in Canada as well.
Thank you. Dr. Sellers, is there anything you'd like to add?
No, it sounds like the kind of healthcare model that should be embraced, where the veterans are part of the general population and therefore a partnership with the military and building the kind of momentum that has been built in Australia. It seems so obvious that it's almost embarrassing to have to point it out, but it is something that could be done, and I think that Canada is well positioned to take a lead on that kind of initiative.
Thank you so much.
Well, actually, a follower role.